Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 8 of the chapter Mensuration. In this part 8, we will do revision of surface areas of solid shapes such as cube, cuboid and cylinder. Later we will go for solving some example questions on this concept, and further we will solve some questions of the exercise 11.3. Children, this video you are going to watch on 19th February 2021. First, we will go for solving example questions through which we will do revision of surface area of a cube, cuboid and cylinder. Coming to the example number 4. In this example number 4, an aquarium is in the form of a cuboid whose external measures are 80 centimeter by 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter. You know what is an aquarium? Aquarium is normally a tank, glass tank, which is normally used for keeping fish, and you know this cuboidal shape of an aquarium of length 80 centimeter, breadth 30 centimeter and of height 40 centimeter. Now, the base, side faces and back face are to be covered with a colored paper. Which are to be covered? Base, that is here, base to be covered with a color paper. Side faces, these side faces to be covered, and back face to be covered with color paper. Normally aquarium is a decorative item. We watch from the front face the movement of fishes and we feed food of fish from the top. So top could be covered with some lid but not completely seized, and front face we don't want to cover with any paper, only we want the covering both the sides, back and base, that is bottom. Now if you want to cover that with colored paper, what would be the area of the paper needed is the question. Children, when you wanted to cover the base, you have to find the area of it as L into B. Suppose if you want to cover the back side, you have to find the area of it as L into H. And if you want to cover the side faces, one side face is of the area B into H because breadth into corresponding height, and for the other B into H only, so twice BH we have to take. And remember, if I find these areas and add them up, they will give the area of the paper that we needed. So let's solve this question, and this is the idea behind solution, but I am going to show you how to present the solution. Children, most of the times we know how to solve, but we fail how to write it in the exam and get less marks. So how to write the working steps I am going to show you now. Kindly follow them even while you are writing notes as well as when you are answering questions in the exam to get full marks. Okay, so here is the solution. First thing is, the length of an aquarium L is given as 80 centimeter. So it is customary to write what is given to us from the question as the sequential steps in the beginning of the solution. So length of the aquarium is 80, width of the aquarium is 30, height of the aquarium is 40 centimeter. Now we'll go for finding area of the base, that is L into B. As I said, L into B gives you 80 into 30, 2400 centimeter square. Further we'll go for finding the area of these side faces, that is B into H, which is 30 into 40, 1200 centimeter square. Remember, area of the back face is found with the corresponding height and length. So L into H, which gives us 80 into 40, 3200 centimeter square. Now required area is area of the base plus area of the back face plus area of the side face for 2 times. And as I said, similarly, if you find 2400 plus 2 times of 1200 plus 3200 put together gives you 8000 centimeter square, being the area of the color paper that we require. Now it is compulsory to write the conclusion like this. Hence the area of the colored paper required is 8000 centimeter square. Remember children, conclusion is compulsory as well as units are compulsory. If you do not write units, you will definitely lose marks. Units are compulsory while writing the solution and conclusion. Is it clear? So moving on to the next example, example number 5. The internal measures of a cuboidal room are 12 meter by 8 meter by 4 meter. Find the total cost of whitewashing of all 4 walls of a room if the cost of whitewashing is rupees 5 per meter square. Now, as a continuation of the question, what will be the cost of whitewashing if the ceiling of the room is also whitewashed? Children, there are 2 parts of this question. Question 1, whitewashing only 4 walls. That means we have to find the lateral surface area. And after that, whitewashing 4 walls as well as the ceiling. Okay, how do you find that? Ceiling is of the shape rectangle, which contains length and breadth as their 2 dimensions. So we will find L into B and we will add that to the area of 4 walls, that is lateral surface area. Okay, let's move on to the solution and the presentation of the solution. So coming to the solution, we will give first what is given to be written. Here length of the room L is 12 meter, that we assume. Width of the room as B, that is of 8 meter, and height of the room as H, and that is of 4 meter. Now area of 4 walls of the room, normally we call it as lateral surface area, LSA. So lateral surface area of a room is 2 times of L plus B into height. Remember children, here what is this 2 times of L plus B? You know, in a rectangle, 2 times of rectangle of rectangle of length L, breadth B. Remember children, its perimeter is 2 times of L plus B. Remember, LSA of any prism is remembered as perimeter of the base into the corresponding height. So, we will be remembering like this. Lateral surface area of a cuboid is 2 times of L plus B into height, and 2 times of L plus B is the perimeter of the base shaped rectangle of length L and breadth B, whose perimeter is 2 times of L plus B only. So, we remember like this. It is true for, this is true for any prism. It is true for any prism. Remember, true for any prism. So, perimeter of the base into height, corresponding height will give us lateral surface area. So, moving on to the question, now 2 times of 12 plus 8. We will do 2 into 12 plus 8, that is 2 into 20. 2 into 20 is 80 into corresponding height is 4. 84 we got here 22s are 40, sorry, 22s are 40, 44s are 160 meter square is lateral surface area, which gives us area of the 4 walls. Now, if I want to find the cost of painting that 4 walls at the rate of 5 rupees per meter square, we do cost of whitewashing for 1 meter square 5 rupees, for 160 into 5, which gives rupees 800 as the whitewashing these 4 walls. Suppose if we want to whitewash the ceiling also, area of the ceiling is 12 into 8, that is 96 meter square, and cost of whitewashing this 96 meter at the rate of 5 rupees per meter square is 96 5s are, that is 480 rupees. Thus, the total cost of whitewashing 4 walls and ceiling is 800 plus 480 rupees, 1280. Now, moving on to the next question, example number 6. Children, in example number 6, in a building there are 24 cylindrical pillars like this. Here we have got pillars of that room. Normally you have seen such pillars in Hoysala house and Wadayar house, where in the portico, if you move from there to your barracks, you will find pillars. And similarly here, there are 24 pillars in that building. The radius of each pillar is 28 centimeter. Radius is 28 centimeter. Height is 4 meter. Find the total cost of painting the curved surface area of pillars, all pillars, at the rate of rupees 8 per meter square. Children, when it comes to the finding cost of painting, we need to find CSA, curved surface area, where you normally paint for the pillars. So, you are all experienced, if at all not now, you will be getting experienced while house inspections we used to paint those pillars, right? So, you know where the place of painting is done, it is only done on the curved portion. Why? Because top is attached to the ceiling, bottom is attached to the floor. So, we cannot paint there. So, only CSA is to be found. So, curved surface area of 1 pillar into 24 pillars into 8 rupees will give cost. So, moving on to this solution. Here solution of this, first we will give what is given. Radius of a cylindrical pillar, let it is assumed as r, it is of 28 centimeter. Remember here centimeter 28 and height 4 meter. So to keep the all given variables in the same units, we brought 28 centimeter into meters by dividing it by 100. You know 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So to convert centimeters into 1 meter, we will divide 1 upon 100 meter is equals to 1 centimeter. Using this conversion we did. So here 0.28 meter is the radius and height is 4 meter, and curved surface here is found with the formula 2 pi r h. Even you could observe curved surface area is also perimeter of the base. Why? Because circle, perimeter of the circle is circumference of circle. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r into corresponding height gives CSA, isn't it? Same formula even for the prism also. So curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h, and substituting the values, curved surface area of a pillar is 2 into 22 by 7 into 0.28 into 4 gives 7.04 meter square for one pillar, but for 24 pillars 7.04 into 24, that product is 168.96 meter square. Now cost of painting 1 meter square is 8 rupees. Cost of painting 168.96 meter square will be product of them. So rupees 1351 rupees 68 paise will be the cost of painting all 24 pillars. Children, moving on to the next example, example number 7. Find the height of a cylinder whose radius is 7 centimeter and the TSA is given as 968 centimeter square. Children, if I am already given TSA of pillar and radius, I can find the height just by substituting in the formula. You know that TSA is 2 times of pi r h plus 2 pi r square, or 2 pi r is common, 2 pi r times of h plus r. Now here I will substitute r values which are known to us, pi value which is a constant 22 by 7, and 2 we know that we don't know h, we will keep h as it is and equate it to 968 centimeter square. Let me present the solution. The presentation will give you how to write it in the exam. Here let the cylinder is of height h and radius is of r 7 centimeter. I am wiping it out here. Here this is how we write given. For the total surface area, formula is 2 pi r of h plus r. Substituting there the values of known r as 7 and pi as 22 by 7, h which is yet to be found as it is h, equating it to 968. We solve them. 7 get cancels, 2 into 22 44 is transposed here, it divides 968 divided by 44, you will simplify it as 22, and 7 plus h is 22, 7 if it is sent there, 22 minus 7 gives you 15, and therefore the height of the cylinder is 15 centimeter. This is the solution. Children, moving on to the exercise questions, let me solve at least 1 or 2 questions of the exercise 11.3. In exercise 11.3 there are 10 questions, we will solve one by one. Coming to the question number 1, there are 2 cuboidal boxes as shown in the adjoining figure. What are the figures? Let me show you. This is first figure number, not numbered, lettered as A, and another figure is lettered as B. Can you say what is the shape of them? Yes, first one is cuboid, another one is cube. Why I could say that? Because length and breadth and height are of different, so it's a cuboid, and length, breadth and height are all same, that's why it is cube. Now the question is, which box requires lesser amount of material to make? What is the material to be used? Maybe a cardboard. And what is the less material, which one is having less material to be used to make it? Means I have to find TSA. Children, remember, if I am finding TSA, I have to find TSA of first figure, so figure A, okay. And how can I find figure A? It is TSA of cuboid. How I say cuboid is because of the shape, and you know cuboid is, its TSA is 2 times of L into B plus B into H plus H into L. You should mug up this formula, or you have to remember the logic behind why that formula has come. Then only you can proceed further. In this mensuration chapter, formulae and knowing them, applying them is very important skill. Okay, learning is either by hearting or by understanding logic behind how that formula has come. Okay, now 2 times of, here L is 60 into B is 40 plus, here B is 40 into H is 50 plus 50 into 60. I didn't write given, you have to write it properly, the presentation. Here 2 times of, children, I am taking individually these products and adding them. 60 into 40 is 2400, 40 into 50 is 2000, 50 into 60 is 3000 centimeter squares, and their sum is 7400 centimeter square, and twice of that is 14,800 centimeter square is the TSA of figure A. Now moving on to the figure B, TSA of figure B. You know TSA of figure B is TSA of cube, and TSA of cube is found with the formula 6 times of L square, where L is 50, so 6 times of 50 square, 6 times of 50 square is 2500, and 6 times of 2500 is 15,000 centimeter square. Now compare which has got more, figure A has more or B has more, or figure A has less or figure B has less. We want lesser, so we will conclude, therefore figure A has lesser area. Children, I'll wind up this session with this question number 1 only. From the question number 2 onwards, we will solve in our next session. Till then, take care of yourself. Jai Hind. Thank you.